Hi, Sherry. Again, I apologize for not getting back to you any quicker, but I wanted to show you what I did. So, your question to me was you would like to grade the online activities and discussions as complete, incomplete, and also like to put the activities and discussions under participation. Okay, so here I am in your course, and let me show you what I've done. I'm going to go to assessments and then grades. And as you know, when I do this, it defaults to enter grades, which shows me a list of your students and any grade items you have set up. So I'm going to switch over here to manage grades because asking if we can grade as complete or incomplete, that is a type of grade item. Okay, so if I click on the blue new item, blue button and click item, first thing it does is asks me to choose a grade type. One of which is this select box where you can put in verbiage, very good or B or whatnot, okay? So what I did was I clicked on select box. And when I do this, understand that grades grade according to a scheme. And I'm going to back out of this for a moment and tell you what I mean by schemes. If you look at schemes here, most of the grades, numeric grades, are graded by percentage. In other words, if the student gets an 8 out of 10, it's 80%, okay? We also have some letters, but what I needed to do, because you want to complete or incomplete, I needed to create a new scheme, and I did that. So I named it complete or incomplete, that provided some criteria. Put the word incomplete, that is a 0 to say 69, and a complete, which is a 70 to 100. For the most part, that's not going to make any difference. It just needed those numbers in there. Okay, so I did that, and then I saved and closed. So going back to my manage grades, when I click on new and item, I can select box. And then I'm going to title this as online, good grief, activity 2, because I've already put in a 1 because I tested it. The category, you said you want this to be a part of discussion, participation. So I'm going to select that as the category. It has to have a numeric value to it, and I just left it at 10 points, okay? I'm going to talk to you in just a minute about this weight, okay, because I think that needs to be changed, but just hold with me for a moment. Down here at scheme, I want to check my complete or incomplete, okay, because that's what I want the grade item to look like when I go through and grade it, all right? And that's all we need. We're just going to save and close. And when I do that, you'll see the one I've already created right here, and now you'll see the second one here, okay? Now let's take a look at what this looks like in the actual grade book. I'm going to go back up here to enter grades. And here we are, and say you're ready to grade the first online activity 1. So how we do that is I'm going to click on this drop down arrow, and I'm going to click enter grades. And that's going to bring up a list of my students. And now I can come through here and do my complete or incomplete. You can also select all students, set grades, and complete or incomplete, and then just go through and change those that need to be changed. Okay? You can also set feedback if you like. Okay? So that's how you would grade this. I'm not going to save any of this. And I'm going to hide. I'm going to go back to manage grades, and I'm going to hide this so students don't see this for the moment. Okay, now we have an error message. When I added this online activity 1 at 10 points at 10% weight, and this online activity 2, we got an error message up here. And the reason for that is because I believe when you set up the participation category, this right here, you did not mark the box that says you want these any points that appear in the items to be distributed evenly among the items that make up this 10%. Let me show you. So I'm going to click on the drop down arrow next to the category of participation. I know this is a category because it's kind of a bluish color. And these right here are items because they are on a white line and they're indented from the category. So let me click on the category, the drop down arrow, and click edit. And as I scroll down, this option here for distribution, you see it says manually assign weights to items in the category, okay? Which is fine if you have a category, say, for a research paper, right? And your proposal is only going to be worth 10 points or 10% of the category percentage, and your outline is going to be worth 20% of the outline percentage. Then you would want to select manually assign weights to items in the category. But for this purpose, every item you add to participation, you want the points or to just distribute evenly between the weights. So I'm going to select distribute weight evenly across all items and save and close. And you'll see when I do that, I won't have any more error messages up here, and my weights here will be automatically assigned. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or need to reach back out to me, please feel free to do so.